This week's episode of Under the Surface, we are true to what Under the Surface was really meant to be about, and that was to really show what happened under the surface in one of the largest digital marketing agencies in the US and here in Nicaragua. And this week is going to, of course, be all about how we are impacted by the Corona crisis and how we are tackling it. So last week, I think we can all recognize us who are in this industry together, also our clients, our market, that it was a little bit more calm. But with the things that happened in the weekend, especially the declaration of the national emergency, we and the leadership team, we met on Sunday, so we could really be prepared for what we were going to be facing this week. We had a long session on Sunday nights, where we covered, of course, some of the most important aspects of what we had to deal with. One is, of course, our team, our employees, making sure that they would be taken care of, both mentally and physically. And then second, our clients and our partners that we knew Sunday in the week that we were walking into, we would be extremely affected by the situation. Some negative, but also some, of course, on the positive side of it, with positive trends in searches and revenue and more business, because they would be in a vertical that there would be more interest for, given the situation that we're in. So we've been meeting every day, and I think Monday was very important. We increased precautionary measures. We implemented many security systems. We had an increase of everything from hand sanitizer to cleaning, distancing as well at the office, special schedules in the cafeterias, etc., etc. So we've been doing a lot of work on that. We immediately made it voluntary. So we decided as a leadership team, and this is a day-by-day evaluation that we did. We started Monday. We've been meeting every day at 8 o'clock to really determine is it safe to continue? Is it the right thing to continue? Keeping the office open, again, not only for our sake as a company, but also for our team's sake, because there's a lot of people that enjoy coming to the office, fortunately. So shutting down is a quite drastic measure for us to do. The decision has been to keep open, but we of course made it completely voluntary to come to office, or if you wanted to work from home, that was an option as well. With the case of COVID or Corona that came yesterday, today was a different meeting at 8 a.m. We've now decided to basically stop operations for the most part. So we'll only have a team consisting of about 25 to 30 people out of 100 here at the office. Again, all was asked if they wanted to work from home or at the office, and they have the team that is going to be staying has chosen it by themselves, and they're going to be working out of the office. We're making sure that everyone has their separate offices and they can work from their stations with a lot of space in between each other, and even in many cases walls. And imagine that you have to think about that, but that's how you have to think about it sometimes. In extraordinary times, you all of a sudden have to work with things and scenarios that you never even imagined that you were going to be working on. So after work, there's a process as well, and our team is dedicated to only commute from work to home, and then from home to work. Same I'm doing. I'm practicing full-on social distancing, not going out. I'm in my office, and then I go home, and then I come to the office. It's a very, very strange time, but we're coming through it, and I'm sure we're also gonna come through it as a company, as a country, and also as a market in the US. How the Corona crisis, is impacting us, and how we're getting through it as well.
Hello everyone, this has been busy weeks. As you've seen, we've been training a lot of our people to make sure that everyone's understanding very well preventive measures and all the controls that we have installed to make sure that we continue in making the company as clean as possible, just safeguarding our personnel's health and well-being. The well-being and the safety of our people really comes as number one priority, so we make sure that we continue in operating and we can provide the client services that we committed to provide. So then it's been really about covering all different measures We've been covering information channels, making sure that we have awareness campaigns, what are the business continuity measures, how are we identifying people at risk, the routine environmental cleaning measures that we're taking to make sure that this space continues in being as clean as possible in a preventive type of way. Contact reduction measures have been in place, and I think that it's been a good process because everyone's been pretty supportive. They're adhering to the different measures and controls that we're taking on a day-to-day basis. And then we've also been meeting with the leadership team to make sure that we're taking the proper measures and installing controls as we continue and evaluating the situation day on day. And then now, having installed all of these controls and taking the preventive measures, we're also installing in our people that we need to make sure that all of these preventive measures are also being recommended outside of the workplace. So we make sure that everything that we have learned, we also apply it in our houses and everywhere we go to keep the environment as safe as possible. Thank you again for all the support.
So on the other hand, we have our clients and partners. I'll say it hasn't been easy for some of them. We're on their team, so we were ready on Monday to go in and fight hard with them, especially the ones that are mostly impacted, and that's of course retail. We have a lot of customers in the dentistry industry, and they've had a very hard time, and especially as the week has been progressing. So a lot of the campaigns we've been working with for those verticals and with those specific clients, we've been seeing, of course, some decrease in spend, some pausing in those campaigns because of the very large uncertainty of the situation. But we're dealing with it. We're fighting with them. We're on their team. So really, it's a matter of stopping now. We have some other services that we're trying to facilitate in the meantime, so we can assist with many things that we basically have as a capacity as a company, and we are putting a lot of resources on the table for our clients and for our partners. So if search and campaigns are not really what they should be spending on right now, and we're counseling a lot of our clients not to spend because they cannot accept customers. So if that's not what they should focus on right now, we have other things that can work a little bit more on the also short term, but also on the midterm, and can help with more long-term strategies. So that's what we've been working on with our customers, and we're fighting with them every day.
Really, the purpose of it is to paint a picture. So if I'm a dentist, I need to understand, okay, what's the current behavior? Then what does that mean for my dental clinic? That means that, well, right now, since all non-elective services have been suspended, people will be looking much more for dental emergency services. They will be looking for mobile services. And again, they'll be looking on the website to see if it has a chat box, if they can interact, if they can ask questions. So that's like the second one. And then, okay, then how do you respond to that in general? How is it that you're going to market your dental practice throughout these uncertain times, I would say, and making sure that you're sending the appropriate message. And then here it's, okay, now what is it that you're going to be doing towards your PPC strategy? How are you going to continue on running your ads, but what should be the strategy behind it?
This week here at White Shark Media, we've been proactively reaching out to all of our direct customers and all of our partners to come up with creative strategies, creative ideas on how to best market their business through these uncertain times. On top of that, I just came out of a meeting with our marketing team. We're actually putting together some collateral around how is it that the market is changing for our advertisers, what is it that they can expect, and how can we set up a strategy so that they can continue on marketing their business online in an appropriate way. So that's what we're currently putting together for all of our partners to get them some more details in terms of what route to take and what are some of the best practices. So at the end of every day, we're actually meeting with the entire management team just to put our heads together to come up with the best ideas possible and to really go the extra mile for all of our customers.
The team has been just fantastic. Sounds like a cliche when you say it all the time, but that's really the case. It's been a fantastic effort by the team. Super proud of everyone, and we've been getting through just fine. It's just the beginning, so I think we're all preparing. Not only White Shark Media, we're preparing for a long haul. It's not going to be an easy time, but you are looking at a guy who has been through a couple of crises in his business life already. So we're prepared and we're ready to deal with this. And I think we'll see that also over the coming weeks and months. We're going to have a lot of focus on this crisis and how we manage it as a company. So that's going to be a big component to the future episodes. And again, we feel very ready to combat this. We have a great process now in place we had it already in place before, for work from home. So everyone that's going to be working from home are fully equipped to do so with equipment and strong internet connections and abilities to speak fully and service our clients fully. So that's taken care of, but it is going to be a long haul. It is going to be a tough fight. I spoke with Google yesterday with one from our partner team. They're all on a lockdown. She's in San Francisco. They're all in a lockdown. Today I spoke with Kenshu. They're working from home. So it's really an unusual situation. We have to stay optimistic. We are very optimistic here from a good standpoint, or on a positive note, so to say. We are getting quite a bit of interest, and that's how it is. I mean, in hard times there are also opportunities, and I know that the ones that are able to get through the tough time now, and that is going to be the next month, 2 months. That's how I see it, at least, or I'm guessing that that's the case. Many are guessing that that's the case. We get through that, then there's gonna come a good bounce back, and we will be ready for those times as well. So we were prepared for the hard times. We're gonna go through them now. Our team is ready, and we are gonna be sharing a lot of what's happening from that front over the next coming week under the surface. So, but we are ready, and we're staying optimistic, because that's really the only thing you can do. If you fold, if you panic, then nothing good is going to come out of that. So we stay optimistic, we're fighting hard, and we're getting the most out of it. And again, in these processes, also good things can come out of it. You get to test the ship, you get to test your crew, and once the storm settles down, then something very strong and magically can actually happen. So I hope that will be the same for anyone who's watching. So want to send out my thoughts to anyone who's watching this episode, whether you're a friend, a partner, a client, or maybe a prospect even. I hope you're doing well. I hope first of all, your family, friends are safe, and your loved ones. I hope that you are able to protect your business as well and come through these times and stay afloat.